I think the previous elections is like free for all. Free for all in the sense that the area that they gave us to contest are difficult areas. Kota Damansara, theoretically it could have been Mokhtar Dahlan, who has been here for many terms. Sungai Siput is Semi-Velu, has been there for many terms. So they give us on difficult areas, so there's no issue. But once we have won the place, then everybody opens their eyes for this sport. And I mean, past deep contest before and lost terrible majority. So they think they have a stake in this area. And because we came in and borrowed PKR logo, so they felt that we are not genuine in the sense of Pakatan Rakyat. But this has been actually agreed upon by the Pakatan Rakyat. Just like today, Anwar in Payajaras announced that Dr. Kumar and myself was been agreed by the Pakatan Rakyat to use the PKR logo. Therefore, there's no issue.
Untuk Kota Damansara, sebab itulah saya datang untuk meminta sokongan kepada calon Kota Damansara, Dr. Nasir Hashim.
But because the seat looks good, it's like a sure win. So everybody gets, their hands itchy to want to be a Wakil Rakyat, and that's where the problem comes, where one of the guy who tried to contest, tried to get into Payajaras couldn't get, tried Kota Damansara didn't get, used his proxies to get into, and that creates a split. During the nomination, we would have expected the PKR leaders and PAS to resolve it, but it took some time. So by the time it is resolved, like today or yesterday when they made statement, it's too late, because in the ballot you have the PAS logo and Keadilan logo, and people are confused. And then makes it worse when PAS leadership says PAS should withdraw. They refuse to withdraw. So on that night they went to a heavy campaign, putting all the flags and whatever, and flood the place with PAS flags and all that. And the next day, today they had a convoy. And then suddenly they think we stole their flags, and then they made a big issue here, and we made a police report. So they're not wanting to leave. Of course, there are speculation that they are being bought over, but nothing can be said about that, because the way they're doing it, because they are actually not following the leadership decision. If found guilty, then they'll be impeached, they will be sacked. So it is a different ball game, which I feel sad simply because when election gets close, friendships goes down the drain, principle goes down the drain, religion goes down the drain, ethics goes down the drain, and we are not used to it. Our problem is that we have been, we are tough group of guys who will fight our way through. And if it is the police or the pejabat daerah, Majlis Bandaran, or the capitalists or the developers, we go for them. But when friends do it to us, we don't know what to do. We want to talk to each other, and the more we talk to each other, it's like they take advantage. But because in the name of people wanting one-to-one, and they want to go to Putrajaya, we relented. We have a lot of resistance from our party members, because it's like selling out. That's how. And we had to say that we have to look at the bigger picture. So that is the problem compared to the previous one. Is just a tsunami. Anybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry, they put inside. We were lucky because at the time when people are ready for dissatisfied. For now, it's also another form of tsunami. Is the Putrajaya. So people still want to fight and don't want. Want to work together, but it's not happening because some people are eyeing for the position, and it's just sad. It is sad because some person I know for about 5 years, a changed person. I think this is the first time I miscalculated a character, but because of the desire, the obsession for that post, made them different person. Now I know, you know. But in the whole process of this, we working with Pakatan Rakyat, we want to review after the election. We want to call for a big meeting among ourselves and review our relationship. What went wrong? What, you know? I mean, we will review again because we were knocked. Some people we were squeezed. Some people we were, you know, bullied. In a way, yes, you know. But we were thinking of a bigger agenda, which other people may not be thinking that way, because they are looking for, you know. So it's a seat struggle between the political bodies for Menteri Besarship or ministers and deputy ministers posts. So it is subjected to the amount of seats that you contested. And we are the small fry got trapped in between the big giants, and that's where we, you know, that's where we got. You know. But one thing good about this whole process, last time when our friends were detained under emergency ordinance EO6, first time people talk about socialism. People want to know about socialism. This time, people want to know about socialism and Islam, because the statement made by Hadi was very, very harsh. And I responded to by questioning certain things, and I'm basically saying the concept of socialism is in the Al-Quran, you know. So why are you getting hyped up? And then we say that if you think we have been doing things against Islam, you show us the proof. If you don't show us the proof, then we what we call fitna, and fitna in Quran says it is worse than killing. You know, that quotation. So in a way, I would expected this big gun like Hadi to know. Maybe he has memorized the entire Quran, but how can he make such? But it has something to do with his relationship with his son-in-law, who's staying here, who is the mastermind of causing this problem through the chief of PAS in Subang. So that makes it. So when he went and attacked for us, it is a cover-up, because the next day he has to face the PAS committee by waking us being, you know, anti and shaitan in the whole world. It's like he's trying to protect Pakatan Rakyat or save Kota Damansara, so that if he meets anything, he's a hero. That was his, you know. But I know he got whacked all over for making, and I even got call from the top PAS saying that I apologize, I'm ashamed of what this guy has done. We have friends, I mean, because of many years of, you know, struggle. So we have certain common ground, and they know what we have done, and there's nothing there. But on the eve of, you know, last time on that EO6, because a week after that is a big bersih, you know. So they use that so that to make people be afraid to join the bersih punya himpunan. This one is protecting his ass lah, because he signed it, and Mustafa Ali should be the one who signed it. And I was told his rationale was that he couldn't find Mustafa Ali. It's not good enough. My also concern is that how come the returning officer during the mission doesn't know? I mean, you should have signature of Aziza, or maybe Lee Guan Eng, and Mustafa Ali, maybe PSM. You only have 4. You know, if you see the signature is different from Mustafa Ali, why do you approve? So there's, I mean, maybe it's good for them, it's a political decision, so make more confusion, but we suffer in the process. Now, when voting comes, you have 2 logos of Pakatan Rakyat. Even one has been dismissed, but it's still pushing through. Ordinary ones doesn't know, Bulan, Pangka. So we lose votes there. What we are afraid of, that we may lose Kota Damansara because of this conflict. And can't blame us, because we are the, what you call, we are the incumbent. Others who come in are spoilers. So if we win, it's because we got support elsewhere. If we lose, it's because you spoil it. And I mean, that's how we see it. What I've heard from other friends who are not in the political arena, who are just professionals. You have lunch with them and they talk about it, their information, the thing they say. And of course, Anwar says it's expected to say, but the numbers of people in Negeri Sembilan, Johor, multiply, which is something, it's not expected. Will that translate into votes is another question. But there seems to be a flow, but I think the Chinese voters are very clear who they want to vote. Like, we went to here, Sungai Buloh, Pekan Subang, Dataran Sunway. The way they said it, ini kalilah, ubah. So it's like it just come out spontaneous from their mouth, so meaning that they have made a decision. And now is to convince the Indian community. Just this afternoon, I had to officiate. They call the Persatuan Hindu Committee, and there was a lot of talk, a lot of questions asked on hudud, on many things about projects and things like that. But seems like we seem to be, we get along. Then this afternoon also, a group of professionals. A bit heated, but Ali Majlis was there to clear the air. Because my grassroots is basically the poor, So the rich, they don't need me in the sense, but then they still have problem with traffic jam, lights and flooding and construction very close to the road, and all that are genuine. For this issue, they say that I don't pray or I don't go to mosque in Surau. I go there, I want to face my maker. I don't have to have a row of people. In the old days, Barisan, they announce they're going to go to this masjid. People line up, you shake hands, and go and pray. You don't do that when you want to pray to God. You want to be in communication. You are using it for political mileage. In the Quran says, you sell your religion for a small price, and this is what you're doing. For me, I go very early so that I can get a nice spot. Even if too many people, I couldn't get a nice spot. I one corner. I have never done sitting in the front row because I don't believe in it. Just one corner, I'll do my thing, I leave. Some people recognize me, salam. So it's like I don't come with pomp, So, and also when you pray, you may pray 5 times a day, but when your heart is not there, what the hell? You're wasting your energy. It must come from your heart. So you pray, so you go in, you do that thing, and you leave. You don't have to announce your arrival and stand by the door gate and shake hands. This is a problem because it's the culture of the past. Also because they want to find faults at me. Others, they couldn't do it. What else? I don't womanize, I don't drink, I'm just like that, I live simply. So they had to look for something that is a bit delicious, and not working out. Because people have said, they have seen me too in the masjid. Only I go in and I leave. So I don't announce my arrival or I leave. That's me. So I don't want that. Even like if in area where they want me to be around, if they use the kompang, I don't come. I tell them, you use kompang, I don't come. You Malay, I don't come. But if you have to give me, I'll take. Due respect to you, because maybe we didn't tell you that. And you give it to everybody where all the, it's fine. So some I have known, so they don't, for me, they don't do it, for others they'll do it. Fine. And that's what we should be, because the leader is the catalyst. The most important are the rakyat. And this is where we want to empower them, so that they know they're in control. And I always say, when rakyat sees the wakil rakyat and shaking the pants, it's not success. When the wakil rakyat shakes the pants, when he sees the rakyat, that is success. That means how do you empower where the wakil rakyat scares the shit out of, when watching, when talking to them. I think that will be success. What can we do to be able to get that? And in my experience with squatters, with plantation, once they know their rights, they are so strong. You may put them in the lockup, they come out much stronger because they are defending our community. And they're not defending just their house. When you're defending a community, the strength is there. And I've seen it. That's why I know people can do it. And I think it's easier now if people have gone to the streets. Whether it's Liners, whether it's Perhimpunan Bersih, or whether it's Reformasi, whether it's Hindra. People have gone through it. So, I mean, the future is too. But my only fear, my real fear is when you take over Putrajaya, is it just cosmetic? Will you revert to the old ways? Because the mold of the system is exploitative. If you hold on to this mold, if you have a square mold, you get a square cake. You will never get a round cake or oval cake. And this square cake is exploitative. You must dent it to reshape it. Can the leaders do that? Yes, I mean, a change of the mindset. Issues of law that legitimize exploitation, issues of GST taxes, issues of free trade agreement, which makes the country a colony again by the superpowers. You know, what about privatization? What about the leakages, corruption? All that needs to be taken into account. Are the leaders ready for such change? Do they have a mindset of it? Do they have the ideology to make that change? That is the question. If not, we are back to square one. And the people who suffer are the poor. But those are, I would mention, even today, I would mention that because I just want to caution the leader that you want to take over, fine. But just want to take and sit on this chair is not good enough. There must be changes. Change in your thinking. Change in your relationship with people. Whether it is elite, whether it's elitist or not, or whether you look upon it as liability or an asset. All that is important in how you treat the poor. So this is where our concern about going to Putrajaya. Yes, we want to because we suffered for over 50 years the kind of repression, exploitation, and backstabbing, and using race, religion, gangsters, money, you know, all the nonsense that has happened, killing the people and the country.
Pilihan raya, bukan pilihan kaya.
Saya ni kawasan panas.
Ada சொல்றதுல சத்து Malaysia. Kira bangku budi bakal.
Lepas balik.
Dah bebas.